4.
The Newlands Golf Club Podcast.
Well, hello and thanks for watching our podcast. Our guest today is our club professional, Brian Cosgrove. Brian, how are things?
Hi Alan, how you doing?
Not too bad. Well, look, let's get straight into it and start with the pro shop. It's had quite the makeover. What were the changes and how have they made a difference in the day-to-day operations?
Yeah, we've had a great refurb there in the last few weeks. 15 days we got it all done, which was a great turnaround. The biggest thing was knocking the wall that separated the pro shop from the existing storeroom. So that created 10 feet of depth, which may not seem that much, but we had the whole width of the room as well. So it's really increased the shop by 35 to 40%. So it's been a huge difference. From our point of view as staff, I guess a lot better working environment, but more importantly for the members, the product is a lot better displayed. We can get more product in, and I just think the whole look of it is a lot more modern and contemporary. So it's been really positive.
And what have the members been saying to you about it? How have they found it?
Oh, it's been very positive, Alan. Right from when we started the project, people were looking in and really interested to see how it was coming along. But as I said, it changed so quickly in that 15-day period, and then when everything was done, the feedback has been fantastic. Everyone's been so positive. And I think, like a lot of golf clubs, members are very proud of their own club. And I have to say here, the members are really proud of the facilities in general, and this just adds to the whole environment here and something we can collectively all be very proud of.
I've noticed that there's a lot more brands there. Certainly I've noticed Adidas and G4 shoes, a wider selection of stock overall. I mean, that's all going to benefit the members, isn't it? What else is planned for the shop, or have we anything else coming in soon?
Well, we've actually got a whole new range of crested accessories coming soon. They should be in the next few weeks, so they'll definitely add to the whole Newlands brand as well. So we're expecting them before the end of March. And as you said, the G4, there's a real wow to the G4. With the Adidas as well, we did a survey about 18 months ago, and Adidas was one of the brands that came to the fore of brands that members would like to see in the club. So we've integrated that into the shop, and we've also used Adidas for our new fashion logo that we have designed, which again has gone down really well. You can, for those who haven't seen it, that's that sort of new fashion piece we've designed. So that's been really positive, and Adidas were quite helpful in designing that and making that come to fruition. So that's again, it's something new for 2025.
And alongside the wonderful selection of FootJoy golf shoes, the G4 shoes have arrived as well, and they're certainly bright and colourful.
Yeah, they're high end, so they are, but they're really slick. They've got a lot of comments. Here's an example of the ladies' ones. They could also be nearly worn as street shoes as well as golf shoes. They're really funky, really trendy. They're not for everyone, but for those that are wear them, they'll definitely go unnoticed, and they're really, really modern again and contemporary sort of looking. So getting great feedback to them.
Great. I mean, one of the benefits, I think, for a club having a well-stocked pro shop is that you have a fantastic choice, and really, you have everything there that a golfer is going to need. I mean, one of the big advantages I see coming into the club is that you have such a broad range of custom fitting options. We have Titleist, Ping, TaylorMade, Callaway, Cobra, and I believe we have a new addition to the stable there as well for custom fitting now with Strixon. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we have 6 brands now, which is great. So basically, we've a massive gamut of clubs across wedges, irons, metals, and drivers. So there should be something there for everyone when they book in a slot, whether it's myself or Stephen. And we're finding that the Strixon has gone well. It's only in situ there the first month, but already we've custom fit a few people into it. So again, it's just adding to the whole array of services that we got. And the likes of Strixon, it get good exposure on tour. You see Shane Lowry's using it, Matsuyama's using it, Keegan Bradley, the American Ryder Cup captain's using it, and Brooks is using it on the Live Tour. So it does get good exposure on the tour with the better players. So it's good to have it in Newlands Swing Studio now as well.
And for anyone who's not had a custom fit experience, I mean, can you give us a sense of what's involved? Like, do you get to try out, all the different brands, or do people come in with a sort of a sense of what they think they want and maybe leave with something else at the end of the day because they're getting better stats on TrackMan?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's very we keep an open-minded approach. Some people are very pigeonholed, or they like a certain brand. Like me, for example, I've played in Titleist for a year, so I'd have a bias towards them. We sell a lot of Ping here purely because the course is so tight and so you need a forgiving club to get you around, so that's where ping kicks in. But like you said, you might come in looking for a ping and you walk out with a TaylorMade. You might come in looking for a TaylorMade and you walk out with a Callaway. So we just got to keep an open mind. Sometimes the fit throws up some surprises, and that's where we have a conversation with the member and with the player in front of us. The aesthetics of the club is really important as well. The TrackMan is all good and well and gives us great stats, but at the end of the day, when the person purchases the club, it's them that's going to be using it, and it's them that have to look down it. So they need to like the look of it. It has to have that appeal to them when they put it on a tee peg or they're there hitting a shot into the green. So it's a two-way process regarding the custom fitting.
So obviously I'm sitting in the swing studio now, and there's a wonderful array of shafts on the wall behind me and club heads. So there really is a great selection here for people coming in to get custom fit. You wouldn't need to go anywhere else.
Oh no, there's a massive selection, yeah, and I guess some people don't even realise until they go in. Like, and we had a member there recently who, said they hadn't been in the studio since it was launched, and they were surprised at how much of an array of product we had there. So it's, as I said, there's something there for all swing speeds. Whether you're a slow swing speed or you're in the extra stiff, you're in the really fast bracket. We have something there to cater for all swing speeds.
And speaking of fitting, putter fitting is something that a lot of golfers maybe don't think of. They think of the other clubs in the bag, and especially the driver and irons. But putter fitting is something that is really important. Why is that, and why should someone consider getting fit for a putter?
Well, with the putter fitting, we tend to do a lot of it more in the putting green, because, as I say to people, there's a science and an art to putting, right? And the artistry is nearly as important, if not more important, to the science. So we get them the opportunity to go out on the putting green with a few different heads, get over the ball with a length of putter that suits right, with the head style that suits, because there's so many different heads that can dictate the flow of the putter or how it releases. So it's important for them to try that out in the putting green and see the ball roll out, seeking to start on a straight line. But if they can do those things, if they can start the ball on a straight line, they can get good distance control with it, then they'll get confidence with the putter, and they're more likely to gravitate to that type of putter that will give them a bit of confidence, because putting is so much in the mind as well. It's the psychology of it is really important. So we deal more with that side of it, as opposed to get overly bogged down with the numbers from a fitting point of view.
And Brian, just in relation to putter fitting, I mean, is it always just sort of Scotty Cameron and Odyssey putters now? What's the range like in terms of custom fitting for putters here in the club?
The other ones we do, Alan, we've Ping, TaylorMade and Seymour. What you'll find is we're largely dictated by tour. So I guess Scotty Scheffler and Rory McIlroy are two hugely influential players on the circuit. So if you're sitting down on a Sunday night, there's a good chance one of those two guys will be in the mix, and they're both using the TaylorMade Spider. So that's a popular putter at the moment. But as I said, we've got 5 different brands there, and putting is so much a personal choice as well, more so than the long game, where I might be a bit stricter with people and say, look, that club definitely suits you from a long game point of view. With putting, the personal preference of the golfer is even more important. So that's where it becomes even more of a two-way streak, and they need a good feedback loop and get the thoughts of the person in front of us when we're doing that fitting out in the putting green.
Well, listen, anyone who wants to book a custom fit with yourselves, how do they go about doing it?
They can go onto our website, briancosgrovegolf.com, and follow the link there to book a lesson. We have a Pro Agenda, which is our online booking platform, or you can pop into the shop and just ask for a slot with myself or Stephen. Myself, Stephen and Ross will be able to book it in there for you, and we're happy to take the bookings there in the shop as well.
Well, look, I have an important question for members. If I have a balance outstanding in the pro shop from, twos competitions or from prizes over the last year or maybe even longer, is it a good time to come in now and look to kit out for the golf season ahead? Yeah,
100%. We like to see the members supporting the shop and using the credit. To be honest with you, we're not a fan of this credit building, if you like. It's important for the sustainability of the shop to keep refreshing it to the way we are, that we keep members spending their credit, and now is a great time to do it because we're rammed with product. It's a good time of the year, so we encourage people to come in. If they're unsure of the balance, we have a new app. It used to be called XPOS Caddy, so for those who had it, I recommend them deleting that off their phone and they download the new app, which is called XCaddy, so it's XCADDIE. If they have any problems, we can help them download here in the shop, but that gives them their balance and it gives them all future transactions as well. It's very good from a transparency point of view. It's also good to see if you had a 2 at the weekend or on a Tuesday or Wednesday. We will update it on Thursday or Friday for the previous week's competitions, and we get all the 2s balances onto their account. So it's a good way if you're looking to see what your return was or what the dividend was and you're not up in the club for a few days to check your balance on the app. But to answer your question, yeah, we like to see people using their credit. We don't like to see it being built up.
Well, look, thanks for joining me today. But before we wrap up, let's talk about things that are upcoming, things on the horizon. First of all, you got the Cadiz trip coming up in the middle of April. How's that looking?
Yeah, it's been a roaring success the last few years, so we're really looking forward to going. We're going on the 11th of April. There's a great contingent going this year. We had 66 last year. We have a few more going this year. We have some new faces as well, which is always good. We love to get newbies going because they bring a freshness to the trip. And myself and Stephen are going with the contingent. We'll probably do in the region of 10 clinics out there as well. But to be honest, it's a real social event. Golf is almost secondary. It's about the social side, the crack, and everyone's on holidays. They're having a good time, and it's a great trip for the members. So myself and Stephen are looking forward to it. It's a tough week of work, but we've great fun with the members, and then Ross and Mia will help. Mia will help out Ross here at home and keep the show on the road for everyone else who's around. So really looking forward to it.
I'm sure yourself and Stephen will enjoy it, regardless of the work. The Pro-Am is coming up in July. We've got the Ballymore Pro-Am again, Friday the 4th of July. How are things looking for that?
Yeah, we haven't officially launched it yet, but yet again Ballymore have come up trumps. It's sponsored for the 4th year in a row. So thanks to Patrick Phelan and everyone at Ballymore for their fantastic support. Like, 1 year, 2 years was great, but who'd have thought we were sitting here 4 years later, still here running the Ballymore Pro, and that's an indictment of how much a success it's been. Like, so we're really thankful to Ballymore for that. And when we launch it, we're hopeful it sells out as quickly as it did in previous years. It's been a roaring success, so hopefully this year is no different.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll update members closer to the time as to when that goes on sale. But look, Brian, thanks a million for joining me today. Thanks to anyone who stopped to watch this and has got this far into the video. Don't forget to stop by the Pro Shop and check out their new stock. Maybe get fitted for some new equipment as well. And we'll see you all next time.
The Newlands Golf Club Podcast.